What's up, guys? I'm Mello.
Your boy Ziggy Zag.
Welcome to the Unorthodox Lifestyle.
Expect nothing.
Anticipate everything.
Talking about flow state. So, what is flow state? Flow state is basically just being. Flow state is a state of focus. Flow state is a state of being immersed in a task. Flow state is a state of presentness, being present. Flow state is that state of effortless action.
Yeah, I know. Flow state, as it relates to life experiences, it's more like sharing an idea, passing on an idea, experiencing things, and understanding that, yeah, you don't have to make anything out of this experience and just go with the flow of that experience. Pass on idea. For example, you have like gifts and talent or wisdom for certain topic. You can pass that on. That way, when you do that, you are emptying your cup. And when you empty your cup, you get your cup refilled. And the next person you pass to get to pass it along to the other person. So it just keeps flowing so long you use that particular experiences for the betterment of yourself and those around you.
Yeah. While in flow state, time flies.
Hmm.
When you're doing something and you see time flies, they say time flies when you're having fun. That's because you're in flow state, you don't notice time, you experience time. You don't tend to live time. Like you just experience everything. Everything just happens because you are one with the universe. You are one with everything. You're just going with the flow. You don't have to try. You don't have to put in that grind, that work. Everything
Yeah.
just happens effortlessly. And trust me, when you're in flow state, you lose sense of self. You don't even know you are in that state because you are connected to the mind, the body, and the soul. They are in alignment. So it just happens effortlessly without you even trying.
Yeah, and flow is an optimal state of consciousness because you're basically in that moment. You're just acting based off the present moment. Whatever tasks you're doing, you are consciously doing those things continuously to a point where it's effortless. You're fully immersed. You're fully involved in that task, and you don't even get to worry about, oh, what is happening there, what is not happening there. You're just here and now. You're consciously doing that which you're in, and that way you achieve flow state.
Yeah, when you're in flow state, every thought, every act flows effortlessly. It just comes to you. You don't even need to think. You don't think when you're in flow state because you are present. Everything happens when it happens because right in that moment of flow, you are one with the universe. So when you're in flow state, you are just solving problems creatively. You find creative ways to solve problems. Like when ideas hit you, when you're in that flow state, you get to download ideas that are very unique and they will help you navigate through life.
And one of the super important part of being in flow, having a flow state mindset is it helps you check your ego. It helps you overcome your ego per se. Because when you're in flow state, you are not really concerned about how the next person or what is happening around you. So that way you don't even pay attention to what your ego is saying. You're just involved in that which you're doing, fully involved, and you don't pay no mind to the energies around you. So flow state is a very important part of overcoming the ego.
Yeah, and flow state improves creativity. When you're in flow state, you tend to be more creative than normal because you don't get to think your creative ideas because thoughts and creativity don't align because creativity comes from the soul. It comes from a part of you that you don't even need to think. It just happens. So when you're in flow state, it improves your creative process. It helps you as a creative. That's why as a creative, you need to meditate. You need to try yoga. You need to try staying present. You need to try just being. Helps you get in flow with whatever you're creating.
Yeah, and flow helps you stay focused. It helps you build focus, not just focus in that task that you have going on at the moment. Like focus that gets to be like a part of you, something you can channel into so many other things you do in your everyday life. So flow is a key part of building focus.
When you're in flow state, there's optimal performance. Whatever you're performing, the peak of that performance is during flow state. most people just perform and they don't even get to reach that peak because they are not in flow. They are battling with their minds, trying to, you know, battle with the present. You don't need to battle with the present. Just sync with the present. Definitely, you get to that flow state where you get to bliss, get to feel that inner bliss. You don't. It's not. It's deeper than happiness. The inner bliss is you just being in your being. That's something I think everybody should experience by being in flow state.
Yeah, I know it's an art of being present. It's an art of full involvement in whatever you have going on. It's an art of continuously. It's emotion basically. Flow state is not stagnant, like the whole concept of water body. It flows. It's
Yeah.
emotion. It has to keep going. So as it relates to life, as it relates to doing a task, it has to keep going. It has to keep going. You have to continuously do that until you achieve that flow state where you don't even think about it. It just happens naturally. So get in flow, guys. Find your flow.
Yeah.
You can channel that
flow is
in business, in everything.
Yeah, flow is basically balance, and there are two sides to flow, the masculine part and the feminine part. The masculine part is the outer part, the part of will, the part where you apply willpower, the part of action, the part of acting, the part of outward, projection. That's the part that happens outside. While the inner part of flow, the feminine part, is the part of breathing in, the part of meditation, the part of absorbing, the part of introspection. I think if you learn to balance these two parts, definitely in your everyday activities, you get in flow.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, find your flow, guys. It is important. That
your
is why
flow
we
is-
are here
Yeah,
to nudge you guys to be about finding
Flow.
your flow.
now see this whole video is in flow. Do you want to get in the flow? Stay in the flow.
Stay in that flow, man. Stay in
Stay
that
in the
flow.
Orthodox lifestyle.
That's one thing we do out here in the Orthodox lifestyle as a pioneer of the lifestyle.
Yeah,
Have certain things we talk about more profoundly, and staying in flow is one of those things because that's how you really access parts of you don't get to have access to on a daily basis. So find your flow, and we'll be out here reaching out. Drop comments. Let us
Like.
know what you think.
subscribe.
It
Tell a friend to tell a friend. The Orthodox lifestyle. Yeah.
goes a long way. We'll see you guys on our next episode. Till then, peace and find your flow.
Find your flow, man.
Boom.